Yes, children. Good morning. So, in the last period, we saw the ancient period of India, and at the end, we saw that the Gupta dynasty ruled over in India in 4th and 5th century CE, and this period is also known as the Golden Age of ancient India. Now, after Gupta dynasty, who was there to rule over the India? So that period, or that we will know in the medieval period. Now we'll continue with this lesson, medieval period. Rulers of Central Asia had gained great power by the end of 7th century CE. Muhammad of Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori attacked the wealthy Indian kingdoms and looted their riches. Qutbuddin Aibak became the ruler of Delhi in 1206 CE and founded the Delhi Sultanate. He was followed by the prominent ruler like Iltutmish, Razia Sultan and Alauddin Khilji. It means after the Gupta dynasty, this is the condition of the India. So the Muhammad of Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori attacked the wealthy Indian kingdoms and they looted their riches. And so Qutbuddin Aibak became the ruler of Delhi and founded the Delhi Sultanate. So after that, Babur came to India in 1526 CE and laid the foundation of the Mughal rule in the country. So who started the Mughal rule in country? Babur. Babur's son Humayun succeeded his father. Succeeded means after Babur, who ruled over the country? That is Babur's son, whose name is Humayun. After Humayun's death, his son Akbar became the emperor in 1556 CE at the age of 13. See children, the Akbar's age was only 13 when he became the emperor. He was the greatest Mughal ruler who expanded the empire by alliances and wars. Then Akbar was succeeded by his son Jahangir. Jahangir's son is Shah Jahan. So Shah Jahan built the famous Taj Mahal in Agra. Then Aurangzeb was Shah Jahan's successor. What is meant by successor? Successor means a person who takes over the throne, office or position. It means after Shah Jahan, the Aurangzeb saw everything and he started to rule over in India. So Aurangzeb was Shah Jahan's successor and the last important king of the Mughal Empire. So who was the Aurangzeb? He was the successor of Shah Jahan and with this he was the last important king of Mughal Empire. The rulers after Aurangzeb were weak and the Mughals gradually lost their powers. Around 18th century, the Jats, the Sikhs and the Marathas and the state of the Mysore became powerful. It means Aurangzeb was the last Mughal empire. So in this way, our medieval period is there. So most of the time in the medieval period, the Mughal only ruled over the India. Now we'll see some information about the Akbar. See, here it is. So who was the Akbar? Akbar was the son of Humayun. See here. Akbar, along with his tutor Bairam Khan, defeated the Afghan ruler Adil and his general Hemu at the Second Battle of Panipat in 1556. He fought Rajputs in North India and made some of them members of his court. He also married some Rajput princes. He defeated rulers of Malwa, Gondwana, Ranthambore, Chittor, Gujarat, Bihar and Bengal. He brought rebelling nobles under him. In 1576 CE, he fought and defeated Rana Pratap Singh, the ruler of Mewar, at the Battle of Haldighati. See children, so these are the two battles which Akbar fought. Important battles we can say. Then Akbar founded a new religious order called Din-e-Ilahi, which included best practices of all religions. He built a new capital city, that is Fatehpur Sikri near Agra. There he made Diwani Am, where he met the common people, and Diwani Khas, where he met the nobles. Akbar could not read or write. He was very fond of music, so he liked to listen to learn the people. He had respect for all religions. He was a kind and just ruler. See, in this picture, the Akbar was meeting the different religious leaders. Then he had 9 James in his court. Birbal, who is the minister in Akbar's court, was one of them and known for his intelligence. Tansen, another James, was a musician. So then Akbar died in 1605 CE and was succeeded by his son Jahangir. Okay children, so this is the information about the Akbar. So in this way today we saw the medieval period of India. In the next period we'll continue with the modern period of India. Thank you.